Greetings. This is Fruitcake Tony. Welcome to Show Me Your Pick. We are live on a Saturday, a little after 4 o'clock on the 19th of September 2020. I hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's had a good week this week. Got a good show for you today. Def Leppard. Yep, we're going to be talking about the boys from Sheffield, and the history of the band. We got a lot of guitar picks to show you, drumsticks to show you, backstage passes. Gonna be a good show. My co-host Steve is not joining us this week. He's still hard at work doing the renovations at his brother's house still, but he will be joining us next week or the week after. So, joining me today is our lovely co-producer and moderator, the gal that gets things done around here. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Sandra Pokorney. There she is.
Thank you.
How you
TK,
doing?
what's up?
What's happening?
Not much. What's up, chat? Hello. Have you seen pictures? How do we know that Steve is not somewhere in a lounge chair sipping Mai Tais on a white sandy beach calling it renovations?
And watching us right now.
And
laughing.
watching us right now. Haha, those fuckers.
I know.
I'm teasing Steve, but yeah, are you coming back like ever? No joke. Yo, hit us up. Anyway.
He's coming back.
Def Leppard.
Speaking of Def Leppard, or speaking of Steve and Def Leppard, why don't you tell us who you saw on the Def Leppard VH1 Behind the Music show that we never knew about?
Actually, and I have a link to share about that too. This morning I'm watching VH1's Behind the Music Def Leppard just to kind of refresh my memory about some things. And lo and behold, at the timestamp 33:27 is Steve Rosen. So there is the link in the chat, and you can check that out after the show. But yes, timestamp 33:27, and you will see our good friend Mr. Rosen commenting about Def Leppard. It's not very long, but there he was.
Yeah, I never knew he was in that. I've watched the episode a gazillion times over the years.
Yeah.
But Steve is in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
No goatee.
Yeah.
Clean shaven.
I guess that was Steve in the about mid 90s, I guess I want to say.
Yeah, maybe early 90s, somewhere in there.
Yeah. I
want to say hi to the chat.
All right. Who's in here?
First and foremost, we've got Hold. Hello, Hold. Mike Neese. Hello. Dwight Hitman Bailey is in the house. Linny Lou and Mary. Hello. Bent Thomas Santiago. Ben Coombs is joining us. Hey Ben, how are you doing? And that's it right now. If anybody's lurking, feel free to join in the chat. It's absolutely free to do. We offer commercial-free footage. You'll never have to watch an ad in your life during this show.
Welcome, everybody.
Subscribe. Hit up that PayPal, man. Get yourself some cool swag. Fruitcake Tony, Show Me Your Pick merch.
Some merch. let's
Thanks for tuning
see
in, everybody.
here.
We love you guys.
We all right. So merch,
There you go.
shirts and hats. Links are down below in the description. Um,
And our beautiful, lovely moderators will, I'm sure, will post them in the chat for us.
yeah.
If not, I will. Anyways, Def Leppard.
Yeah, Def Leppard.
Definitive hard rock band of the 80s and 90s, and just loaded with talent and tragedy. And here we are talking about them.
They have written a book, so to speak. Yeah, those guys, they were huge in the early mid 80s. I mean, absolutely huge.
I saw them live. I saw them live.
Oh
Hysteria.
yeah.
Yep.
I did too. A couple, 2, 3 times. I saw Pyromania. I think I saw that a couple of times. And I saw the Hysteria tour in the round where the stage was in the middle.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that.
That was pretty cool.
For us sitting at Dane County Coliseum, there really wasn't a bad seat in the house because, you know, it was really cool how they set that up. I like that a lot. It was a great show. Yep.
I think the opening 2 Pyromania ones I saw were Greensboro and Charlotte. And then the Hysteria came to UNC in Dean Dome.
Sure.
Yeah, that was a good show. That was a really good show.
Were you front row?
Pyromania I was. Like I've said before, in those days, when those damn house lights go off on that main, doesn't matter what the ticket says.
Right.
I'm going up against the barricade, and there is nothing in this world that's going to stop me.
Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Pardon me, ma'am. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're all guilty of doing that at least once, getting a better view. Yeah.
Yeah. We would stand near, like, on the aisle at the corner of the stage in the walkway, just waiting on the lights. And when those lights went off, there we went. Yeah. So we are giving away a nice guitar pick here today.
Yeah, it's cool.
And there will be a trivia question.
Trivia giveaway. Hashtag trivia giveaway. Oh my God.
About this band. Let's show everyone what we're giving away here today.
Take a look at this beauty. If I had one of those sound things that went better than I do, then I would be playing that right now. Look at that. That's a nice pick. Fuck yeah. I mean, heck yeah. Yep. Very nice.
Yep.
Taking some comments from the chat. That rotating stage set the bar for bands going forward from Mr. Ben Coombs. Ben Coombs also says the best description ever of Steve Clark was he was impossibly skinny and wore his guitar impossibly low. Love Steve Clark's playing, big influence. Yeah, he was. Damn shame. Special thank you to co-producer Moderator. Welcome. Check out her awesome. Oh, thanks again, Ben. All right. Yep, trivia giveaway coming up later on. That was a really cool one. I like it. I think that one's pretty. if pics could be pretty, that would be pretty good.
Yeah. They came on my radar screen in '81 when they did High and Dry. Um, I guess we discovered them when MTV just started out and they had the song Bringing on the Heartbreak.
Yeah, how are you on those first two albums? Because I like the first two albums, but I know a lot of people say those first two were their worst. I don't know. I think there's some
No, no,
great,
no.
there's some great
Their
music on these
debut
albums.
their debut album isn't as good as High and Dry in my opinion, but the debut's production is not good at all. What made the difference is the opening album. It had a couple of good songs, Hello America and On Through the Night, but in '81, the next one, High and Dry, Mutt Lang, he came on board, and Mutt stayed for that, Pyromania,
Yeah.
Hysteria, Adrenalize, and really Mutt played a huge. MTV did too, but
Oh,
Mutt
yeah.
played
That
a
guy,
huge role in that Pyromania album and how good it was.
yeah, it was.
You know,
Yeah.
um,
I still like the first two albums. I mean, don't get me wrong, the other ones are great, but I hear a lot of people just bash them first two, and come on,
well,
really?
the
It's like people
the
bash the first few Pantera albums. I mean, really? Why?
the opening album, its production isn't great.
But
It
the songs,
is
the
all.
songs are good. There's some good songs on them.
Oh yeah, it is.
Anyways, Ben
It
Coombe
is.
says he was introduced to them by a buddy playing Rock of Ages, and he was hooked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rock Brigade from the first album, Bent Tom. Yep. All right.
Nice. Um.
Rick Savage, Pete Willis, Joe Elliott. Um, he was a huge fan of Mott the Hoople and T-Rex. And who else am I missing? Steve Clark. Pete Willis didn't last very long, though. Sorry about that. I was just looking over some notes.
He didn't. He he liked his drink a little much,
I have a question. Do you
and
think when they fired Pete, they should have fired Steve too, or no?
no, Steve hadn't gotten that bad
But he
at
was
that
headed
point.
there, and I think it was kind of obvious, really.
Yeah, later on, but at that time, uh, Steve was the conductor where there was one guitar part and another guitar part. Those two guitar parts are not the same, and they work very well to make that sound,
Right.
which Steve and Phil did after Willis left.
Exactly,
Um,
Ben Coombs. Ricky said the same thing. Steve was their main writer. So, yeah, not a lot of the
right,
writing. He was the main writer.
right.
Yeah.
Um, but Steve got worse
Yeah.
later on. All of them really, all of them were living that life.
Yeah.
But
For a while, yeah.
when they did High and Dry, went out on tour, they were opening shows for ACDC and Kiss and whoever else, and they went back in trying to make Pyromania, And it was basically Mutt Lang said, "Look, dude, you know, you gotta stop this." And so they halfway into it shoved him out, got the new guitar player, um, and he came from a band called Girl, who was
Girl,
like
yep,
a glam
yep,
kind of band. He can play good though. I
yep.
mean,
That
he is a
gentleman's Phil
good
Collen.
player.
That's
Yeah,
when, yeah. And yeah, former guitarist for Girl is exactly what I got. Yeah. Resulting
yeah.
album, 83's Pyromania, became an unexpected blockbuster.
And that it was that man. I was in that year. I don't know, 11th grade. Um, yeah, and it was like every tune on that album. You know, you loved every single song.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
um,
And like you said earlier, MTV, they got a lot of play on MTV.
they got a lot. They timed that just exactly
Yeah, they really
right.
did. Yeah, they really did.
That particular album
Hey,
in
Mitch
that
Heyman. Hello,
particular
hello.
year, they sold that album is sold now 10, 11 million copies. But during that year, for every week of the year, they sold 100 grand a week
That's nuts.
every week.
That's
Um, I know
Didn't Pyromania turn out to
it
be one
was
of the most
huge.
selling albums ever or something?
It's up there. I don't know where it ranks
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't know if that's I heard that fact from somebody earlier.
Where
And
is it at, Tom? All time.
yeah.
You're listening.
Does anybody know that? Because I want to know if that's actually true. It's one of the most selling albums of all time. I don't
Yeah.
care where, anywhere, what charts.
Hey, Mitch Heyman, how you doing, sir?
What's up, man? Thanks for tuning in, chat. We appreciate it. Remember to leave a like and leave a comment. Subscribe to Fruitcake Tony for more cool content just like this. Be sure to subscribe to Steve Rosen's. Links will be posted in the chat momentarily. Catch my show coming on at 6.
Yep. The communication breakdown. Bum, 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 bum,
Number
bum.
19. 19. Can you believe that?
Ah, number 19.
Yeah.
Um,
19 of them.
that and while that was going on, their average age of all five, the average age was 18.
Yeah. Because Rick was like 15, I believe. He was 15 or 16 when they had Rick Allen join. He was just a chip chip. Yep. Incredible talent though. Yeah, I like Def Leppard.
Yeah. Um, most of us know Rick playing snare with the thing he's got with the foot.
His pedal board.
But like we talked about, Rick Allen was a good drummer
Oh fuck yeah.
prior of the accident. I remember him holding his drumstick like this and not like that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, it was like this. Um, but yeah, I think that accident happened
Yeah, I think that's what they
um,
call non-traditional.
New Year's Eve,
Yep. New Year's Eve.
going going into '84, right
Yep.
before New Year's of '84. Yeah. Um, and as a band who has, you've sold millions of albums, what is so cool about that band and their character? A lot of bands, most bands, maybe all bands, if that happens, your drummer is in an accident and he lost his arm. They didn't interview new drummers, think, well, who's going to play drums, because there's
Yep.
hundreds of lives involved in this corporation that we will carry on with. Who's going to play drum? They never did that. They waited on
Yep.
Rick to say, I can't do it.
Yep. Either way,
And
if he was
he
going to or
never
not,
said, I
I
can't.
can't
He
do it. Yep.
never said that.
He thought of
And
ways that he could,
he did. He
and
did.
fuck yeah. I mean, you gotta respect the hell out of that guy. You really do.
And that opening show after the Hysteria album had just come out, they played the Monsters of Rock,
Yeah, they did.
and in that huge crowd
And he was
in
incredible.
England,
Yep.
um, him to come out and play, um, yeah,
Making
awesome.
history. Mike
The
Neese
Thunder
says
God.
Mike Neese says it is Def Leppard's best-selling album to date, selling over 20 million copies worldwide, including 12 million in the U.S. and spawning 7 hit singles.
Hmm.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike Neese, for that awesome information. Thank you. Yeah, that was. I saw him after the accident, and it was a great live show. Just mind blowing. It really was. Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was.
There was no really loss
Um,
of talent. He just transferred it, and that's fucking cool as hell. I mean, that's freaking cool as hell. I'm trying to be better about the swearing thing. It's not working out. Sorry.
no worries.
So yeah,
All right. Check this out.
checking it
Um,
out. Let's check it out, chat. Drumsticks. Look at that. Thunder God, Def Leppard. Made in the USA. That's even bonus scores. That's very nice.
Rick began,
That's a nylon tip, right?
a lot of drummers use these ahead style nowadays.
That's cool. Willing to do a full swear jar. I know, right? Sandra, Ben Coombs lost his internet connection. He messaged me to let y'all know he would try to make it back online. Okay. No worries. No worries. Shit happens all the time. Usually on my show. Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool
Now,
drumstick.
Mike Neese said they had how many singles off of that record?
Um,
7?
I think he said 7. Let me look. Yep, 7 hit singles.
You know, that album is so good, and we all know every song on that album. I can't even name them because all of them are hit singles. You know, they're Photograph, Rock of Ages,
Yep.
um, yeah.
Oh, come on. Vinny Lou says black tips ruined the look of her heads. I can imagine it will leave a little mark.
I've got some Steve Clark guitar picks in here, Sandra, that now any Steve Clark guitar picks are are very rare. The guy, he's been gone. He died in 1991. Is that right? Um, he's been gone a while.
Yeah. Wait, what year?
I think 91 he passed away. 91 and 92.
I want to say 91.
Yeah. You can find Steve Clark guitar picks off of the Hysteria tour. They're yellow. They're very expensive though, hundreds of dollars. But I've only seen a couple of Steve Clark guitar picks from the Pyromania tour in my whole life. I've only seen two, and I actually own those only two I've ever seen. So I have never.
So nobody's getting rid of theirs if they
I
have them,
own
right?
the only ones I've ever
Everybody's
seen. Yeah.
hanging on
So
to them.
there's some
Very cool.
rare ones in here today. Um, so they basically they they began with Pete Willis and Steve Clark on guitar, Rick Savage on bass, Rick Allen on drums, Joe Elliott singing. Um, now their bass player, he's been him and Joe and Rick Allen, they've been there the whole time. Um, so
Yes.
in 1992, after Steve passed, they got Viv Campbell. Um, we all know Vivian Campbell played with Ronnie James Dio and
Yes, I
White
like Vivian
Snake,
Campbell.
and he's been with them since 1992. Um, yeah, yeah.
When's the last time you've seen Def Leppard live?
I think the Adrenalize tour
Okay.
they came.
So it's been a while.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know if they were they touring before COVID hit or no?
They were supposed to be a part of the big Motley tour. It was Def Leppard and Motley
That's right. Joan Jett.
and Poison and Joan Jett.
That's right. That's right.
So, but after
Yeah.
that, that if that had happened, it wasn't a bunch of dates on there, and they already had plans to go out with ZZ Top. So, and obviously that got scratched also.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So,
Freaking pandemic.
um,
Sorry, freaking pandemic.
I know.
All right, so let's see the. Are you going to show us the Steve Clark pics, or did you? And I just wasn't paying attention.
Hang on
That,
a second.
that could happen.
Let me change this camera here.
Hit that thumbs up. How many likes do we have? Oh, 9 watching, 12 likes. Okay, cool. Mr. Rock, hello? Nice. Your mic's muted again, Tony. Just in case.
All right,
There you go.
we are.
Yep.
This is a Joe Elliott.
He doesn't play guitar.
A metal.
Oh, Lenny Lou brought up the metal pick. I think it was her. Yeah, those are cool. No, I can't find it.
I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's a.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah. All right.
93, the collection retroactive yield another top 20 hit with the acoustic ballad 2 Steps Behind. I can honestly say I've never heard that song.
And that's a bass pick, a Rick Savage bass pick.
Very cool.
All right.
Rick seems like a cool dude. Have you ever met him?
No. And this guitar pick
Phil Collen.
is off the Pyromania tour. Mr. Phil Collen.
Do you watch those pawn shop shows? There's one on there that had a Phil Collen guitar come into it. It's the one.
Yeah, I
that,
saw that. Pawn
okay,
Stars episode
okay, Pawn Stars. Yeah. They had
where
the,
he painted a bunch of Jacksons and a girl had one of them, and they called him. He was in town and he came in. Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Do you remember what they said the guitar was worth? Because I know they sold it immediately to another collector or their expert that comes in ended up buying it like almost immediately.
Yeah.
I don't remember the
I
price of it.
forget the price.
Yeah, me too. Lenny
Now
said he
this,
still gave it to her after a set. We saw Delta Deep in New York City, 2015. Very cool. Very cool.
oh, cool, Lenny, cool.
Bent Tom says 10 watching, 16 thumbs up.
Now this right here is off the Hysteria tour. And sometimes you can find these, but they are pricey.
I bet they are.
They are pricey, and luckily I have a couple. Now the thing about these are, and I don't know if you can see the sides of them. Yeah, you can see that right there.
Yep.
One's a medium and
Yeah, you can definitely see the
one's
difference.
a thin.
Yeah.
He used the more narrow ones on the acoustic and used the
Makes
mediums
sense.
on the electric.
Mike Neese says he thinks the value of that guitar was 25,000.
Yeah. Um. All right. So this right here is a Steve Clark from the Pyromania tour.
Nice.
Um, and I have never seen another one of these.
Does anybody have the 2-disc Rock of Ages definitive collection? Or yeah. How many diehard Def Leppard fans is there in the chat?
And here is one more
I like those
Steve Clark from the Pyromania tour. I've never seen another one of these.
Oh wow. Oh
And
wow.
I doubt I ever will. These last two, yeah, never seen any more. And I would hate to think I have no idea of how much, but
Wow.
yeah, no telling.
I'm guessing several $100s, if not 1,000.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. Somebody's played.
And this is a guitar pick off the Pyromania tour.
Yes, Bent Tom, one of the
Rick
coolest,
Savage.
yeah, most iconic band logos of all time. Yes, yes. Lenny Lou says she's friends with the drummer who played for another friend's band. Connections, all in the connections, right? Nice.
And this one is that's a later tour.
Right,
But
Mike. Something's only
yeah.
worth what someone else is willing to pay for it. Absolutely. Yep.
All right, one more. You know who that is? I'll give you a hint. I'll show you the other side. Why I'm showing this is Steve Brown of Trickster on a couple of different occasions.
Oh, that's right. Yes, he did.
2014, he came in and did some shows when Viv Campbell was doing his cancer treatments.
Yeah, I forgot all
And
about Trickster. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
and even last year, Steve came back when Phil's wife had their child, I think it was.
Yep.
And he came in one show and helped him out again. So I felt compelled to show that one. And this is our giveaway for today. Let me get back.
Woo-hoo. Songs from the Sparkle Lounge, 2008. 2011's Mirrorball Live and More. Viva Hysteria found Def Leppard running through their 1987 blockbuster in its entirety on the first disc, and a collection of early, rarely played material on the second. 2015, the band released their 11th studio album and first collection of original music since 2008. And then there will be a Next Time Live from Detroit in 2017. So, is it time for trivia giveaway?
Not yet. Mr. Rock is in here. Welcome.
I saw that a Bumblebust, I think, just popped into the chat
Bumblebest.
recently.
Welcome.
I want to say in 2020 they did issue a collection of their first two albums plus a live set of BBC sessions, or yeah, from 79 to 81. Hey Gary.
Big G
Big G.
in the house.
The fun, furry, fuzzy, fun-loving Viking dude. I nailed it. But now when I go to do it on my show, I'll fuck it up somehow.
Yeah. How's it going, Gary?
It is almost time for trivia, ain't it? You could do it now if you want.
What time are we into?
Trickster. Yeah, I haven't
45.
heard Trickster in a long time. I'm trying to type. Bumblebells. Oops.
What album is your all-time favorite there, Sandra?
Your favorite Def Leppard album? I would either listen to, the first three I could listen to.
Mine's High and Dry all day.
Yeah. I like On Through the Night. I like High and Dry. I like Pyromania. There's one. Is there one? No, there ain't. But yeah, I like the early stuff. When they get to like the mid to late 80s or early 90s, they kind of changed a little bit, or not maybe so much as a little bit, but I don't know.
I like the Hysteria album, but and those hit songs we all know,
Oh yeah, everybody.
Rocket, Armageddon, it Pour Some Sugar on Me. The list goes on and on. They are iconic, but it just seemed like that I didn't like those quite as much as their previous two. Um, you know, just me, just me. Um, yeah, it changed a little bit. And they had the accident.
Yes,
Rick
Mike.
Allen did. I don't think it was that. And Mutt Lang, he was still there. But yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I just like the early stuff. The later stuff just got a little too. I don't know. Too. I just. But yes, I was gonna bring that up. But those first three albums, yeah, fucking killer.
yeah,
I liked them.
yeah, I did too. My go-to though is
Oh, thank you for that,
High
Bubba
and
Bass.
Dry.
Brian Spalding, welcome.
Hey, Brian.
Thank you for tuning in. Yes. Okay. Who wants to answer a question and win a prize?
All right. Got a couple of
I don't know the question.
new guys in there.
Yeah. Nice. Love you too, Gary. Bumblebus says, me. Mike Neese, they probably had to cater to the record company. Some I would think so, you know. Yeah. You're muted. There you go.
Our giveaway comes 2011 Mirrorball Tour.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what kind of car Rick was driving? A Corvette. Yeah, a new Corvette, and something about he another car passed him, and he tried to pass it back, and then he wanted to pass it again, and that other car was I think they said
they were being road dicks.
Alfa Romeo.
Sorry, but yeah, they were just being road dicks. You cut me off. I'm gonna cut in front of you. I'm gonna cut in front of you. Yeah, that kind of thing was going on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's damn
That's
shame.
what happens.
Damn shame. All right.
Yeah. All right. Let's go into this. All right.
Good luck, chat. I'm rooting for you. Go, chat. Go, chat. Go, chat.
Trivia time. Before we get into that, while I have your attention, our co-host, who is not here today, he sells guitar picks on eBay. Go check his store out. A lot of good stuff in there.
Yeah, if you haven't yet, what are you waiting for?
I shopped in there already once today.
I know, you're telling me about it.
And if you have any memorabilia that you want to sell, Steve buys collections big and small. Yes, he does. All right, kids. You all ought to know this. And whether you know it or not, the answer to this question has already been mentioned in the show already. Ding, ding. All right, so
Were
are
you
we
paying
ready?
attention, chat? Were you listening at all?
Were you paying attention or were you making a sandwich? All right, so all right.
Good luck, chat.
If you like this band, it ought to be easy. Get your fingers ready. All right, here we go. How old was Def Leppard drummer Rick Allen when he first joined the band? How old was Rick Allen when he first joined the band?
Dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun,
Got some answers coming in. Mike Neese with 14, Dwight Bailey with 15, Bumblebus with 16.
Dwight Bailey, the Hitman.
Congratulations, Dwight.
Dwight Bailey. There it is.
Get yourself a cool pick, Dwight. All right. Congrats, man.
Dwight, you did it, dude. All right, so let's show that
Awesome.
answer.
Awesome.
He answered a ad in the newspaper, and his mom actually called Joe and Steve.
All right.
Yeah,
Had to have parents' permission because he's a minor.
his mum.
Yep. I know what it's like to take your drummer kit around to places. Yep. I've lived and breathed it.
All right, so Mike Neese said 14. Bumble Beth said 16.
Does 10 through
Lenny
25
Lou had it. Lenny Lou had it. Yep. Yeah. He was a young lad.
Yes, he was. He was. Yep.
So when they
He was
got
very talented
huge,
young lad.
when they got really big, he he wasn't 18 years old. Shit.
Huh? 18 and rich.
There you go, Dwight. The hit man.
Yep. Very cool.
I will mail that out Monday morning. Absolutely, I will. Way to go.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So, you guys in the chat, have you ever gone and watched Def Leppard in concert before? We both have watched them a few times. Anybody else ever seen them?
No. Me just once. I've only saw him live once.
You just once.
Yep. I just saw them on the Hysteria tour. Yep.
Yeah. Let's see.
18 and all the beer you can drink. Yeah, it was 24-hour party. Mike Niece has never seen them. Gary, have you seen Def Leppard?
When
Nobody?
I first went and
Nobody?
saw Def Leppard,
Come on, guys.
Joe Elliott wore the shirt like you have on, except no sleeves.
Yeah, I
And
got this long sleeve shirt under the other one because it's chilly in Wisconsin today. It really is. It's chilly outside. Beautiful autumn day. High and dry tour. I was hammered. Fuck yeah, Benny. Ben Tuck says he never got to see them live, but they were often playing in his Walkman.
yeah, as all of our Walkmans, they were.
Gary says, nope, never seen them live. Oh, okay. Cool.
So we talked about next week's show, everybody. We're gonna, excuse me, we're gonna give you a little sneak peek. Next week's show is gonna be Metallica. But you don't pronounce it Metallica. You pronounce it Metallica.
Booyah.
So, yeah, I got a lot of Metallica stuff A lot of cool Metallica stuff.
I've only ever seen Metallica once live too. I know it seems like probably more, but nope, just the once. Very nice.
That's a all access high and dry.
That's old. That's
yeah, that's 81.
Would have been the show to see, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Sorry. Bad habit.
Metallica.
Ooh,
So let me go up here to this screen, and let's give all of us. Let's give a big thank you. Show our appreciation to our co-producer and moderator and co-host as of late.
Yeah. Come on, Steve. Come on back. Anytime. Please. Please, Steve. Come on back. You're welcome.
So, and next week we have a surprise. We are going to add some color commentary into Show Me Your Pick, and for Metallica, and it might be the week after that also. Don't know who that band's going to be yet. Got a good idea. Not going to say.
Yep.
But yeah, he is, this person is a great guy. You all know him. He is our newest moderator here, but he's going to be our color commentator. The John BL of Show Me Your Pick, so to speak. He has a wealth of knowledge. He's a huge rock fan. He's a musician. Great all-around guy.
A likable face.
A very likable guy. And he's here too. He's here, Sandra.
Oh shit. Mr.
He's
Likable
here.
Face. Yay.
Let's say hello, everybody.
Everybody.
We want you to say hello, and please welcome Mr. Bent Tom.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
There he is.
How you guys doing?
Good, Tom. How you doing, bro?
Good. I came in from outside. I was sweating, but look what I got on. I don't have my Metallica now, but
sweet.
Got on another big band.
GNR. Yeah. Awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen,
awesome.
Bent Tom, everybody.
But I'll tell you what, I was doing yard work, but I had my phone set up, my iPad actually, with my phone in my pocket for audio, my iPad for picture, and I was weeding while I could hear you guys through that and then listening in front of me because I did not want to miss the show.
That's insane.
Cool, man.
And then I was trying to type in the chat in between, so I'm sorry if I got any links wrong, but it's difficult on the phone to...
Right. Hey, Guitar Hack, I see you.
Hey, Lenny Lou, Mike Neese, Bumblebest.
So cool that you're going to be joining. I think that's cool.
Guys. I'm flattered and honored. Thank you very much.
Hey, Hack.
Most welcome.
What's up, Hack?
How you doing, buddy? Well, good, Tom.
Great show.
It'll be nice to have you. Thank you
very much, and thank you, Sandra.
Absolutely. Most welcome.
Today, I've been loving it.
Thanks.
Dwight, like, he must have known that because I was about to go type it and I was like, well, I don't want to guess it because I want to give other people a chance. And before I could even type it, he already had it in the chat. Like, he was that quick.
Yeah, it was quick. Yep.
He knew. Yeah.
He definitely
He knew.
He
He's
knew.
paying
Yep.
attention.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
You had mentioned that early on in the show too.
Yes, I did. Yes, I don't come unprepared, man. I prepare for these like I'm doing research for one of my documentaries.
Which, if you guys haven't checked out Sandra's documentary,
I have 5 short pages of a narration, like I would be.
I'm partial. I mean, her Bigfoot one, she's got a whole series. Serial killer one, she does ones on musicians. She does every topic, but like I'm into the whole. I know this sounds weird, but serial killer, but like the psychology of it, not that I think it's good or anything weird. But
it's because I love studying behavior.
Me too. And even if that's not something you think you're into, watch some of her documentaries because she does them so well and she's so thorough that she, to me, is to this community and to YouTube what, if you've ever seen like the Ken Burns stuff, Sandra is the next Ken Burns. Like her research is insane.
Yeah.
I watched one of hers, and I don't want to get off topic. I apologize, Tony and Sandra, but I watched one of hers on serial killer that I thought, I know everything about this guy, but I'll watch it because she did a good job. And I think there's like 6 or 7 things I had no idea. Like I completely and no other documentaries got that stuff that she got. So, she does all her research, and I can tell it's probably hundreds of hours for each one, but it's worth it because they're amazing.
I am always working. Always.
So go check them out on her channel, guys, for sure. I'll put it in here.
Bigfoot.
Love that guy.
Bigfoot.
Hashtag Squatch Squad.
Squatch.
Thank you, Tom. That's really cool of you to say that. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Well, guys and girls, we are going to shove off. We are. Let's see where we are here. All right. Nice to see you, Tom.
Very nice to see both of you.
We will see you next week for Metallica. Metallica.
Metallica.
All right, guys and girls. Have a great week.
Bye, Chad.
You guys hang out a minute. Everybody, I appreciate you coming by today. Have a great weekend. Peace.